Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since my last update. Just life has got in the way. Pretty stressed out with trying to find a new place to live. It's really annoying. Enough of that though. So I'm just currently staying at my friend's place, and I just haven't really felt motivated to do any game development at the moment because it's just I'm homeless and I don't have anywhere to live properly. So I'm fucking stressed. Anyway, so just a quick update. I've kind of been thinking about what the actual game is. And as you can see here, I've kind of slightly changed how I want the game to play. So when you start, you pick up a cargo container. The player must hold down the button, otherwise the cargo will disconnect, possibly causing damage to the ship. Now, that doesn't sound like at the moment, the game was you pick up cargo and you deliver it. And that was it. You go from point A to point B. Not the most interesting gameplay. So I thought, well, I remembered when I first created the cargo container script, and I didn't have it so that you could just as a toggle button. So there was no boolean. It was basically you had to hold down the button. And at the time, I just chalked this up to, oh, well, this is just a part of the development process. I need to obviously put a ball in there so that I can have it as an on-off switch. So you either are connected to the cargo container or not. Then I was like thinking, well, what if the cargo container has to always, you have to make sure that you're always manually grabbing hold of it. Otherwise it could just damage the ship if if the cargo container moves and hits the little warp nacelle things, little engines. Also, you've got the limited fuel thing, and you also have to avoid asteroids or enemies and other stuff. And also, I wanted to have something a little bit more funny, maybe a little bit frustrating for some people, but I want the player to be constantly bombarded with notifications and menu pop-ups, ones where you have to go, oh, can you accept this? Can you accept that? And the idea is it's to create a sense that you're living in this world where bureaucracy has completely taken over, and you're always having to accept terms and conditions. And I know that sounds really stupid. I've been working on some of the character designs here. So we've got Coda Taco looking pissed off, and we've got Rusty Hank, who's her boss. Again, I've drawn these myself. I was quite chuffed with these, even if I did kind of trace over existing anime, and I changed the outfits and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just placeholder. I probably won't be including that in the final game if I do actually bother to sell this. Because people could look back and think, oh, wait a minute, that is clearly Ray from Dirty Pair, but with green hair. And so it's just one of those things. I also, the idea is I wanted to have a dice repair system similar to Farsis. Farsis is a game where you've got to roll die to repair the ship. There's a screenshot of it. It's an infuriating game, but it's kind of addictive, and it's literally it could just easily be a board game. It's great. So I've got this little dice script here, where basically you click on something. Once you press a button, it will randomly generate a number between 1 and 6, but it will show you via a sprite. So here we are. I've got this. This is going to be part of the UI at some point. This dice is at the moment. This is actually a physical object within the game environment. This is going to be part of the UI, obviously. So yeah, I can just say that I actually physically have to click on that. So it has to be a button. So I can change that though. So I've got this working die or dice. And yeah, it picks a number from 1 and 6 because it's a dice. I also have been kind of I don't know if you can see this, but if I zoom in, it's slight glowing around the engines and the windows. I've been also toying around with the laser effect. The laser looks great. I am well chuffed with that. And the little explosion. No, it's not really the explosion centralized. The explosion should actually be at the point of impact. So I'll change that. But yeah, not again. I haven't really made too much progress. That's more down to like stress, I think. You know, as soon as I moved into a new place and I'm settled, then it's going to be great. At the moment, it's hard work, I will say. But getting there. So yeah, I've got a little fucking dice.